it. Boy, you the op and your bros hating. All of them fake, I see both faces. Scared of the whip and some ghost racing. I knock them down to their cold cases. Marathon run, I'ma slow pace it. They did not want me to go places. Foil plans like the gold place. And if we pulling up with the whole squad, are you ready? Done told y'all that you better be running. I'm in my go yard. When I walk in, I know y'all telling me nothing. I'm the man. Suck it if y'all in denial. I get the chip on them and I bust out the south side. Is that Vigo de Gallo? Boy, yo, stop it, quiet. If it's no, I didn't got it. See my jewels, shining, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, stylish. Masterpiece, body, body. Young, hey, I don't know no better. I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on.
Tonight, from SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California,
Josh Lambo to kick
it's
off.
the AFC Wildcard Round on EA Sports.
The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC Wildcard game.
Well, a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field. And they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there.
Herbert's throw going to be caught by Henry.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
A gain of 6 there on first.
So 2nd and 4 from the 22.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Herbert operating from the red zone. And this is complete. It's Allen. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
D.D. Westbrook on the return. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
They'll run it. This is James Robinson.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
Carrier.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 33-yard line.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target, and that'll make it 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he comes back with one complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
Number 11.
That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
1st down.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
A first carry now for Thompson. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the Jaguars are going to have it 1st and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off. A pretty decent gain.
The quick slant caught. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. From 3 yards out, and the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
These 2 teams all tied after 1.
With the score tied 7-7.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. And here now the offense heading back out there. And they come in as the 3 seed in this, very likely the last home game of the season for them, even if they win this ball game. But while they would have loved that top spot in the bye that goes with it, they're still in a pretty good position.
Well, they certainly are, and let's face it, every team knows if they want to get to the Super Bowl, they're going to have to earn it. And even if you get the number 1 seed, you know you have to win 2 games against teams. They're going to be riding high after big playoff wins coming at you.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They go jet sweep here with Williams. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
He is marked down right about on top of that imaginary yellow line, but they say he's a bit short.
I know they want to go for it here, and I know that their fans want them to go for it, but listen, I'm going to play head coach right here and look at the facts. Tie game, plus, even if you get the first, you still got a half a field to go. I'll go ahead and punt the football myself.
So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And now look at him go. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. 87 yards. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they put them in the and score? So what was the formula to get them down here the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Back to throw here, Herbert. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
Intended for Mike Williams. Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Herbert. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. On the screen, this is Eckler. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
On first down, it's Herbert. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
By C.J. Henderson.
To throw again. Herbert. And he's going to be taken down. Back around the 35-yard line. K'Lavon Chaisson. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And Hopkins' kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
The Jaguars first down.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football and picked up by the Chargers. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20. And they're going to score on the full return touchdown, LA. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Now D.D. Westbrook to return. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Westbrook on the return. The Jaguars take over first and 10. At their
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So, and okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it.
Jaguars 14.
Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
They start on the ground with Robinson here. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
To number 82.
Love the play call that time. Love the design. You put 3 tight ends on the field. That screams jumbo set, running formation to a defense, right? No, they go play action, and defense gets confused for just a split second. And next thing you know, completion for good yardage.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. It's Melvin Ingram on the tackle.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Here's 2nd and 8. Forced out to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. They'll run on first down. It's Thompson. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left them no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
His throw caught at about the 5. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Had 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Taken in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On second down, Eckler. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Allen. Keenan Allen, their 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead. Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
And I love the way that they just saw it happen. Took a quick exhale on the sidelines. So let's go get it back, and fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball downfield and get our own 6 points.
A huge chunk play to regain that lead. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Westbrook on the return. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10. At their own 20.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the 3rd quarter. Now they relinquish that lead back. Could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right? Where it swings back and forth. And who's going to make the play that changes that? That maybe it puts it on one side and keeps it there.
Brings up 2nd and 7. At the 20.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Flushed out right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. And it's caught at the 7-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
6. Brings up 2nd and 4. At the 7-yard line.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Now look at this. They board.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
This is caught. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. He'll look to throw, and that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A 2-yard touchdown grab, and the Jaguars have retaken the lead.
And that third counter there gives them the lead, and it's obvious they've needed everything that he's given them today. The 3 touchdowns, that's impressive, but without him, they're not winning this game.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. The attention shifts back to Justin Herbert and the Chargers offense. And the interception that ended their previous drive, that might be one we look back on and say that was the turning point of this game.
Hey, partner, guess what? There's still time for a few more turning points in this ball game. They're only one score now.
Yeah, true. I mean, we could have some twists and turns. Stay tuned.
10 yards.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Wide open, it's Allen, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 22 yards there, a first down. From the gun, Herbert. And it's complete to him over the middle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. Over the middle, he's got Tyrell Williams. And the Chargers are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. Another good game. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Tyrell Williams was the intended target, but it'll be second and goal.
Leads to second and goal.
Now it's Herbert. And he's got his man. It's Henry for a Chargers touchdown. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Chargers have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter.
And touchdown, and congratulations, and zero relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Part one is done, but now on the sideline, you already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
Westbrook on the return. The Jaguars take over first and 10. At their own 21-yard line.
So now the Jags down 31-28. Less than 90 seconds to go. A field goal could get this playoff game to overtime, but this crowd, they are going to make it tough as they line up first and 10. He's going to take off with it. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Back to throw. He'll have a first down past the 40. And all the way out to the 45-yard line. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. On first down, it's Thompson. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth. The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8. On play action, they'll throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Jacksonville.
They'll look to throw. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable second and 1. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
And he's got his tight end, Oliver. And he will have a Jaguars first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. And it's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Incomplete. Makes it second and 10 at the 21-yard line.
From the 21, it's second and 10. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. On is Josh Lambo now for the Jaguar field goal. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is good.
The kick is good.
And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the fourth quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, and that one was never in doubt.
And we have free football overtime. Here we go, my friend.
And the way this game played out,
Overtime in a playoff game, awesome setup. Remember, the rules the same as they would be in the regular season.
That's exactly right, Brandon. Remember, the receiving team, if they score a touchdown, game is over. But if they kick a field goal or don't score, the other team gets a chance to get the football. They get a possession. If they go down and score, they win the football game at that point. If both teams kick field goals, we keep playing. If a defense scores, let's say the receiving team gets the ball, doesn't score, or they throw a pick six or fumble, gets picked up, the defense scores, game over. But here's the best part. In the regular season, only one period is played. We can call it a tie. Here, we're going to play until we have a winner.
23-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. On 1st and 10, Herbert. And right side, Henry's got it. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. It's hard to do, because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards it.
That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. They go with the ground game, pick up the first, now in plus territory.
And that changes the whole mentality of a play caller, doesn't it? Once they cross the 50, they feel like they're in the strike zone, all right? You don't have to be in the red zone to take those big shots downfield or go after the end zone. Right now, that might be available to them.
And now this first drive in OT continues. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
And 4.
Operating from the gun, Herbert. Able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. And we say it all the time. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
And while we're still getting used to these new overtime rules, we still know that those 3 points would have been critical. What a big-time block right there.
Boy, it would have been huge. Now field goal on the other end, and this one's all over.
It changes the math, doesn't it? It changes the thinking, and it changes the whole mindset of this game.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. To the left side here for Eifert. But he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 23. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they head to the sidelines, we'll head to this break on EA Sports. They'll run on first down. It's Robinson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The Pro Bowler, Chris Harris, is in on the tackle. You don't see that a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And it's caught. And he's going to score. It's a touchdown. No flags. And in an overtime thriller, they are moving on to the playoff.
No rest. They get to keep playing.
Chargers.
Well, one win down, still 3 to go to get to the most hallowed ground in sports, but a good start.
A terrific start because they get to move on. Unfortunately for the team that lost, it's a long offseason ahead for them now.